World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. The head of Lebanon's militant group Hezbollah threatens Israel with more missile and drone strikes if the current hostilities between them broaden. In a televised speech, Hezbollah chief Sayed Hassan Nasrallah warned that there will be no safe place for or from their missiles and drones in Israel in the event their conflict evolved into a wider war. It also warned that it has a bank of targets that it could strike once the hostilities broaden, vowing to fight with no rules nor ceilings. Nasrallah made the remarks a day after Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz said that a decision on an all-out war with Hezbollah was coming soon. Israeli military also said that operational plans for an offensive in Lebanon were approved and validated. Israel and the Iran-backed Hezbollah have been regularly trading attacks since the Gaza war broke out in October. The Lebanese group has said their attacks were a support front to back Palestinian armed groups fighting Israel in the Gaza Strip. Many countries have expressed their concern over the Israel-Lebanon conflict, saying the continued trading of attacks between the two sides could evolve into a regional war. Meanwhile, in the same televised address, Nasrallah accused Cyprus of allowing Israel to use its airports and bases for military drills. He warned that opening Cypriot airports and bases for Israel to target Lebanon means Nicosia has become part of the war and would be dealt with his group. Cypriot President Nikos Christodoulos denied any suggestions that his country was taking sides in any conflict, stressing that Cyprus only acts as an aid corridor for Gaza.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
In our news, the United States military says it conducted an airstrike in Syria which resulted in the death of a senior Islamic State official. According to the U.S. Central Command, a U.S. strike in Syria on June 16 killed senior ISIS official and facilitator Osama Jamal Muhammad Ibrahim al-Janabi, adding there was no indication that any civilians were harmed in the operation. It said al-Janabi's death will disrupt Islamic State's ability to resource and conduct terror attacks. The command also vowed to continue to execute operations to degrade Islamic State's operational capabilities and ensure its enduring defeat. The United States maintains a number of troops in Syria to help its local allies fight the remnants of the militant group. Despite its defeat in 2019, the Islamic State cells continue to operate and conduct terrorist activities in many parts of the world.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
For Philippine Embassy and Consular News, the Philippine Embassy in Riyadh on Thursday confirmed that a 37-year-old Filipina pilgrim died from extreme heat during the annual Hajj in Saudi Arabia. According to Philippine Embassy Chargé d'Affaires Romel Romato, the Filipina passed away on June 16 due to extreme weather conditions. Though medical attention was provided at a Macca hospital, Romato said the pilgrim did not survive. The Filipina, who hailed from Western Mindanao, was an overseas Filipino worker or OFW based in Saudi Arabia and was not part of the Hajj delegation organized by the National Commission on Muslim Filipinos or NCMF. Romato said the Philippine Embassy and Consulate General Hajj Assistance Teams, as well as the Migrant Workers Office in Jeddah, coordinated her burial in Macca on June 19. Based on the data from the NCMF Hajj Supervisory Team, at least 5,060 Filipino pilgrims are participating in this year's Hajj, excluding roughly 200 NCMF support staff.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
And that's today's edition of World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is Peñano. Good day.
World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.